What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to talk about part 2 of the IELTS speaking exam and give you guys some tips on what you can do in part 2. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, the first thing you want to do is make some notes or think about what you're going to say before you speak. Obviously you have 1 minute to do this, so this 1 minute practicing to make fast notes really effectively in this 1 minute will really help you out in the long run. And maybe I'll make a separate video on making effective notes. What you want to do is don't start talking immediately, but use the 1 minute preparation time wisely by organizing your ideas and examples. You will then be able to speak longer and cover all the points on the task card in a coherent way. Next thing you want to do is choose something you know well and will be comfortable talking about, okay? You don't want to go off talking about things you really don't know, or just kind of guessing and assuming. You know, try to stick to things you do know. Say what you know about the topic or anything that's related, really, and try to stay along those lines. Usually the first thing that comes to your head is what you should talk about. The only exception is that you should never talk about something that you may still be sensitive about, such as a serious illness or death in your family. These things are a little bit too personal and uncomfortable to listen to, honestly, but you want to really avoid these topics if at all necessary. If you talk about such a topic, you may lose control of your emotions and be unable to continue speaking during your speaking test. Do not risk spoiling your opportunity to get the band score that you want. The next thing is organize your reply as it is shown on the task card. So the way that you see the task card, that's how you should organize your answers. It keeps the thoughts in your head organized, not only by having your answers in an organized manner, but yeah, you kind of know where you're at in your answer if you have some kind of map or organization in a very long part 2, which, you know, ideally you want to be speaking for over 2 minutes where the examiner will tell you stop. That way you know you made it, and effectively you'll get at least a minimum, if you did well, band 6 score. So in order to get in that window, you really do need to speak the duration of 2 minutes or longer to when they tell you to stop. The structure of your answer is really important, and I'll get more into this in a more detailed video outside of these tips. The next thing is mention all the points on the card, okay? By mentioning all the points on the card, you effectively make sure that you get an overall good score. If you leave anything out, yeah, it will affect your score if you leave stuff out. Obviously, it makes your answer shorter. So make sure you hit all the points on the card, and be careful because some of the points also have, like, you know, 2 parts. So for example, like it might say when and where, or say what you like and don't like. So really be careful of the 2 parts in like the 1 bullet or each of the lines in task 2. So be sure to answer and pay attention to all the parts. This not only makes your answer longer, but it makes sure that, you know, you're not going to lose any points by missing a point on the card. Next thing is, as I said probably before in this video, aim to speak for the full 2 minutes. If you want to get a minimum band score of 6, you know, considering that you do well, then you need to speak for the 2 minutes. To really ensure this, really make sure that you speak at least until they tell you to stop, okay? That's a good rule of thumb. That way you know that you made it for the 2 minutes. So really aim to speak for the whole duration of that time. So you can give as much detail as you can by talking about your feelings, for example, as well as by describing examples related to the topic, okay? So talk about your feelings and as well as describing examples related to the topic. This will really help expand your answers, give you more things to think and talk about, make your answer and your speech longer overall. Make sure that you do stick to the topic or you will lose marks. If you talk about something unrelated, let's say for example you're supposed to be talking about a movie that you watched on the weekend and you start talking about your new friend's car, or I don't know, something that you just bought at the mall. It's obviously unrelated, so don't talk about those things just to fill the time. Make sure that you stay to the topic and it's related if you don't want to lose the points. Alright, final thing. You're not penalized if the examiner interrupts you after the 2 minutes. So if he or she stops you after the 2 minutes, that's again the telling point that you made it. You spoke for the full 2 minutes. So that's a good thing, okay? Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already for more of these tips and lessons coming your way pretty soon. Click the notification bell to see more of these videos and get notified whenever I post a lesson, tips, etc. and more. Okay guys, please like this video, comment if you haven't already, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Do not stick to the topic. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong advice. For practicing the IELTS Part 2, I'm going to show you guys another video where I'm going to introduce cohesive devices to help you organize your speech and also make your score a lot higher using cohesive devices. They're really important. They're something that examiners really look out for. So to really improve your score, your speech, and really organize a very lengthy Part 2 when it's very hard to really, have a structure for speaking, 2 minutes on a topic, especially if it's a topic you don't know. So I'm going to introduce this in this video with cohesive devices, and then also we're going to talk about taking effective notes in that 1 minute and how you should be taking notes to help you organize your speech. Alright guys, click that video and I'll catch you guys there.